The silent love of Emma and Liam. Emma had always believed in love, but she never imagined it would find her in the most unexpected way. She was a quiet, introspective artist living in a small, charming town, the kind of town where everyone knew everyone, and life moved at a pace that felt slow but comforting. Emma loved to spend her days painting the world around her, the golden fields, the quiet lakes, and the sunrises that painted the sky in hues of pink and orange. One rainy afternoon, as Emma was setting up her easel by the window, a knock echoed through her cottage. Surprised, she opened the door to find a man standing there, drenched from the rain. He was tall with dark, unruly hair, and his blue eyes held an intensity she couldn't ignore. "Sorry to bother you," he said, his voice deep and warm despite the cold that had settled around them. "I'm Liam. I just moved into the house down the road, and I was hoping to get some directions. It looks like it's going to pour for hours, and I don't want to walk all the way back in this weather." Emma blinked, a little taken aback by his sudden appearance, but she stepped aside to let him in. "Of course, you can wait here until the rain lets up." The moment Liam entered, he seemed to brighten the room, as though the storm outside couldn't touch him. He was charming in a way that made Emma feel at ease, and they quickly began talking about their lives. Emma learned that Liam had recently returned from living abroad for work and was seeking a quiet life in the countryside to find some peace after years of bustling cities and busy streets. The rain continued to pour, and Emma found herself laughing more than she had in a long time. She hadn't realized how much she longed for conversation, for someone to share the silence with. By the time the storm cleared, it felt as though they had known each other for much longer than just a few hours. From that day on, Liam began to visit Emma often. He'd bring her coffee, sometimes flowers, and they'd talk for hours, sometimes in silence, as Emma painted and he read books or simply admired the beauty of her work. Their connection was natural, like two people who had been waiting for the other to arrive. As the weeks passed, their friendship deepened. Liam would help Emma with things around the house, and Emma would cook him dinner. There were little gestures, like the way Emma always made sure there was an extra seat for him at her table, or how Liam would always walk her home after a late-night walk along the lake. But it was one night, under the vast, starry sky by the lake, that Emma realized how deep her feelings for Liam had grown. They had been walking in comfortable silence, when Liam suddenly stopped and turned to her, his hand brushing against hers. "Emma," he said softly, his voice laced with uncertainty, "I know we've been spending a lot of time together, and I don't want to rush anything, but I can't help but feel like you're the one I've been waiting for. I don't know if you feel the same, but I think I'm falling for you." Emma's heart skipped a beat, her mind racing. She had been afraid to admit her feelings for him, unsure if they were just a fleeting moment. But now, standing before him, looking into his eyes, she realized the truth. She had fallen in love with him, slowly and quietly, like the rain that had first brought him together. Without saying a word, Emma took his hand in hers and nodded. "I feel the same way, Liam. I think I've been falling for you, too." In that moment, the world seemed to disappear. The lake, the stars, the quiet of the night, all of it faded away as Emma and Liam stood together, their hands intertwined, their hearts beating as one. From then on, their love story unfolded with the same gentle, quiet beauty as the life they had built together. They didn't need grand gestures or declarations. Their love was in the little things, the shared cups of coffee in the morning, the laughter that filled the house on rainy afternoons, and the quiet moments when they'd just be together, content in each other's presence. They knew that love, in its truest form, didn't need to be loud or flashy, it just needed to be real. And so, Emma and Liam lived, not in the rush of the world outside, but in the calm and peaceful love they had found in each other. A love that was as quiet as the gentle breeze that brushed the fields outside their cottage.